Hello everyone, Warangel here, and welcome back to the Numas campaign. Now in the last episode, we started a war against the Greenskins, of which King Rakesh here is a little bit late to the party. But we managed to get an easy first victory by taking the Misty Mountain, although today's episode is going to be a bit tougher. We've got Cleda marching our way around to Krad-Toman, and we've got Tutankhanut down here heading towards Karak Asgau. These are going to be tough nuts to crack, because both of them are going to have walls. As you can see here, Krad-Toman's upgraded up to an Orc guardhouse. But Karak Asgau has also been working on their defences, so now we're going to be facing Black Orcs, Trolls and all sorts inside the settlement as well. Although, to secure us a nice easy victory, we can actually go up against Gringor Ironhide. Now he was actually in charge of the army that was being recruited in Karak Asgau, if you remember. But he came out to attack this Kenwi force and was defeated. So it should be very straightforward to go in, take him out, and take advantage of that post-battle option that gives you the extra campaign movement to make our way up towards Karak Asgau so we can get it before these guys arrive. However, this is not the only threat we have to deal with in today's episode. After recording, I had a quick look around to see what was going on in the wider world, and I found out this was happening over in the Sorcerers Islands. Yes, Techless has arrived to try and take the Sorcerers Islands off us. Now, unfortunately, we can't do much this turn with Arkan the Black, because he's still got one more turn to go before we do this. And the other thing is, we can't go after Xandri anymore. Now, I don't know what happened, but I presume either the army that was laying siege to it, the Pirates of Sartosa, managed to get defeated by the garrison, or someone has managed to come in and defeat them. So, this Xandri is no longer at siege. We can't do anything about it. So what I'm going to do instead is get Agatep to make his way down. I think, let's get him started moving down towards the Sheik, so he can come and help Arkan the Black. Now luckily, thanks to Drinking Materium's advice in a previous video, all of my coastal settlements have walls. So it's going to take a little while for these guys to break down the Sorcerers Islands. But depending on the situation and what they have, I may let them take the Sorcerers Islands. And in return, we'll come down here then and defend the Wizard's Khali's Palace and the Sheik. We'll see what happens, but we can't do much with Arkan the Black for this turn anyway. So we'll leave him there. Now Rakesh, I'm going to have you actually move up to the Misty Mountain. Once we've taken this province, we'll be able to push up then, and I'm thinking about having him go after the Desolation and the Gash, so we can get Karak Asgau, Spike Peak and Black Iron Mine. So he can go up here and sort that out, and we may send Cleda over there to help him as well. Cleda, you can march over towards here. There we go, and we can go after Krad-Toman next turn. And as for Tutankhanut, let's have you first of all go after the Warlord Grimgor himself. As you can see, Balance Bar looks like it's going to be very much in my favour. Not surprised, given all of this. But, Order Resolve, he's defeated. We'll take Endless March, that was the one. So, what's the I never actually read the little caption about it. Death abounds on the battlefield. The release of its energy is used to invigorate your warriors and send them forth to the fray. Okay. Well, we'll take advantage of that. We get plus 20 armor piercing damage. That's pretty good for Tutankhanut. And it now allows me, with that 20%, to march straight towards Karak Asgau. We'll take it next turn. But, well, we'll lay siege to it next turn. We're going to have to probably build a few siege defences. But at least we got that starting with both of these. So, Agatep is making his way over, Arkan's recruiting, Rakesh is moving. We've basically moved everyone around that we need to do. Now, where are we going to spend our money on? Well, first of all, I want to go back to Numas, just so we can double check to see how the growth is doing. 7 turns until we can upgrade Numas and get our hands on those final constructs. Just to help things out, let's spend some of our money to get the Grand Ossuaries up to the top tier. Just because you get it done that little bit more quickly if we do it. So, let's work on that. Sudenburg, you can get that, even though you don't really need it. Here, I'm going to actually just upgrade this. And I'm not going to spend the growth on these, because they're nearly tier 3 already. I mean, yeah, we can get to population surplus quite easily. I'd rather save it until we can upgrade the tower itself to a tier 5 settlement. Right, over here, the Jaluk Oasis. I suppose we could try and do the same here, basically. We already got the population growth building there. I'll tell you what, swap this around. Come on, let me do this. Go for the obelisk here. You dismantle this, and we can build the other growth building there. You already upgrading already. Vulture Mountain, we're not going to touch for the moment. No, we can't do this quite. Could actually, once we get the money, upgrade this. 4,000. Hang on. Let me... Do I want to try and cancel anything? Yeah, let's cancel... Oh, not that one. Cancel that one a minute. Which will allow me then to upgrade this. There we go. At least that should help things out a little bit. And because of the nature of the fight, which... Let's go for the Warship of Kusar. Having a little bit of extra melee defense will be quite useful. That... possibly? I don't know. Will allow me to... Nah, let's just go for a little bit of extra melee defense for the moment. And then end the turn. Ugh. Now it gives me an opportunity as well, just to... I've mentioned about it already in the Cabal episode that came out yesterday, but I just want to thank all those of you that supported this series by watching the first episode and leaving a like behind. It was good to see the episode having so many comments and quite a few likes on it as well. It's just nice to see, and, you know, I just wanted to say thank you for all your support for those of you who watched this series and happened to go and check it out. It is appreciated. Hopefully, we'll continue to enjoy this campaign as well. Although, facing Techless, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Now, what do you... I think you know what creature he is, Tutankhanut. You've seen the wars before, I presume. Now, that's quite interesting. Karakadrin is asking for non-aggression. I don't know how many regions they must have, but it looks like they're pretty isolated up here. You know what? I'm pretty happy to do this. I presume it's because we're at war with the Greenskins that he wants to try and get non-aggression. So I'm quite happy to allow that. Now, what we're going to do about Techless. I think a nice, quick, easy way to find out what he actually has in the army is to pretend that we're going to try and fight a battle. We're going to sally forth from the Sorcerers Islands. If we do that, that will allow us to see what army composition he has and whether or not we're in a position to try and fight him with just Ark and the Black's forces, or we're going to have to wait for Agatep to arrive as well. So we'll wait and see about that. I'm going to have a look as well, try and get rid of some of these enemies. Because remember, we've got people like Hockland, Karak Drak, and Kislev, all declared war on us simply because they would have known us from the Book of Nagash that we picked up. In hindsight, I think that was a pain to have taken. I think I would have stuck to another type of book if I could have. But hey-ho, one of those things. Right, Drying Rivers. I think we've seen this before in the other playthrough, wasn't it? Yeah, main tributaries for trade, blah 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 blah. So we use 40 jars in order to get a massive boost to trade, or we can leave it and get a discount. Let's just use the jars. And somehow pick up 2,000. That was a good result. Okay, let's have a quick look first of all. What's happening at the Sorcerers Islands? Go to attack. What do they have? Lots of Lothian Sea Guards. Okay, that's a problem. Because guys, as you know, the Lothian Sea Guard are a combination of spear and bows. And they're pretty good with both. So, that's going to be a pain to deal with. So, because imagine we're going to have all of these arrows shooting at us. What we've got here, Shadow Warriors as well. These guys are even better at shooting arrows. The range is going to be more as well. We've got a wizard. Can we see which spells he uses? He uses light magic. Rana. Hang on, excellent armor piercing. Oh, he's a lore master. Oh, crap. And... Oh, this is really not good. And what if you got the... you got Fireball. Okay, so you haven't got the Fiery Convocation yet. But you do have your sword. Okay. I think I'm going to need reinforcements. So instead of... There's another army up here. Right. You're heading towards Kofa. Okay. What I'm going to do... Let's grab Ark and the Black and let's move you to Kofa. Let's get Agatep. Yeah, Xandria, as you can see, is securely in their territory. Let's get you over here, to help out as well. Just to help us out, is there... Which one actually gives me the boost to speed? Yes, we'll ship a Patra. Help me out by doing a little bit with that, please. Alright, heck, let's give you some Tomb Scorpions. Always handy to have. And... No, we can't do anything with the Wizard of Khalees Palace. Ooh, excuse me. The Wizard of Khalees Palace yet, but just because we don't have the money. And, oh no, it hasn't gone up to the next grove. Okay, let's have a quick look at the others. Right, could upgrade that. Get a bit more cash from this. Right, let's get that going as well. Kagzorn, it's got some potential. Cancerbar also got some potential. Let's swap this over so we get a bit more growth coming here too. Okay, that hasn't really helped all that much. It's only given me an extra 1 turn. But it's still an extra turn to get things done more quickly. So I'll leave it. Let's upgrade this. And let's get these sieges ready. So Khalida, go up against Kratoman. Oh. You apparently can win this quite easily. Okay. Pay with victory, but I'll take it. Okay, occupy. Right. So we got the extra movement building already. Let's go for open graves. While it's not the best territory for us, having these here will mean that we don't have to go as far to try and get reinforcements. Even though we could rely on global recruitment, I guess. Right, let's have you now. Now that's a little bit... Why do you only have 5 labour? I did see that Khalida has 10. Ugh, that's a pain. I mean, we could attack it right now. But... Orc Biggins, Black Orcs... Ugh.
To battle for the Creator God!
Give me this. Right. Give me some towers. And we'll give it a bit of thought about what to do here. Right. In fact, what's this one? Karagate Peaks. So we could take out these guys. And then head up then towards Karagate Peaks with Rakesh. Khalida could come up through here then. And go after them. Although... Yeah, because that's on your way. Crooked Fang Fort. Valaya's Sorrow. Okay. I'm trying to remember, where is Karagapi? Because I think it's about here, isn't it? I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it's somewhere around there. Oh, it would make sense then I said Tutankhanut towards these two. Khalida can come here. And you, Rakesh, might as well head towards Spike Peak. Okay. Well, you're going to wait a 2 turns to get some siege equipment. Agatep is already moved. Arkan is already moved. Unfortunately, we can't shift out of that. You might as well make your way towards the Misty Mountain. Okay. Points, Khalida. Let's give the Warriors of Asaf and finish off a Great Sword Warrior. There we go. Level 10 we need for that. And Janza. Okay, let's make you... Let's give you a point there. I already improved your defenses. Let's go Tomb Strike. Yeah. That way then, we can actually start working next turn on full plate armor, get his armor up. He hasn't got anything here. No, he hasn't. Right. Devil's Backbone, sure, we'll upgrade Marak. Anywhere else? Nope. Okay. Right. Time to see now what the Order of Lore Masters are going to do. Okay, well, they haven't declared war... Not declared war, sorry. They haven't actually attacked the Sorcerers Islands. So, that might give us a bit of time. We'll double check to see, though, what that second army was doing. And then we'll have to make plans accordingly, then. But this is actually a little disconcerting. I know the AI has a fondness for attacking the player, because as the player faction, we sort of get that little bit more of incentive for the enemies to attack us. But the fact that the Order of Lore Masters has travelled across the sea from Lustria, where, don't forget, they'll be dealing with their own battles and that over there, it makes me a little concerned about who else might be turning up, because don't forget, we've got all these enemies. Like, Hockland is all the way up in the north, on the other side of the Empire from where we are. Are they going to turn up next? Is the Blue Vipers? Is Kislev? That's the thing, I have no idea. Right, now that's my turn again.
Arise, my legions, rise!
Right, thank you for telling me about the Barrow Legion. Warheads destroyed. The Doomtide. Chaos Horde has poured in, a remorseless tide scouring all in its path. Yet even the most savage flood must eventually recede, leaving battered survivors to pick through the flotsam on ravaged shores. We are saved, they cry, heedless of the fact their tides are certain in one aspect. They will always rise again. So the old world is... Okay, so Chaos has basically been defeated for the moment. But this is not the big one with Archeon the Ever-Chosen leading it. Right.
The goddess wills.
I tell you what, Cleda, actually, come over here. And you can actually try and help us out, I guess.
Your queen moves.
Might as well take advantage of the extra army nearby, eh? Nope. Didn't ask you to do that. Okay, nope. Come on. Nope. Come on, let me pick Tutankhanut. Thank you. Alright. In that case, I might as well just do this now. There we go. We'll take the settlements. Picked up a Carno Valley at Necrotects. 2 of them, in fact. Blackwater is now secure. Right. How am I going to get into here? Quickest way is going that way. Okay. In that case, Cleda, you can rest up for a turn, and then you can head up there next time. Tutankhanut, you'll be ready to go after the Crooked Fang Fort straight away. Agate... What?
I refuse.
You are kidding me. Hockland have actually turned up. Oh my god. Hang on, this is the... you're the actual faction leader, aren't you? Yeah, this is from Mixu's Lord Pack. You are the actual Lord. The Hockland Woundfang. Crap. Right. Let's start doing negotiations. Let's try and clear this up a bit, because this is getting ridiculous at this point.
Alariel's champion.
Right. Why don't you like me? Because we're a great power and we're at war. Well, I don't want to be at war with you. You're the one who declared war on me, don't forget.
Defender of truth.
What about you? Nope. Okay, Greenskins, we're definitely going to leave Kislev.
Undead fiend, your
Nope.
presence here.
Okay.
The
Empire Hockland. Come
Deliver your
on.
missive and then
Nope. Right, it's Oh, we might have one. No. What happens if I offer you a little incentive? Come on. I'll give you 3,500. No? It's a shame it's not like... That's one thing I do like about Three Kingdoms, is that you can turn around and say to them, oh, look, this is the arrangement I want, which is to get peace with you. Tell me what you want to make it work. And then you can negotiate it from there. But I'm not going to give them any more than that. They can stay over there then, as far as I'm concerned. That's a right pain in the neck. So now we've got Hockland appearing out the blue. Now we can take that army on. I'm pretty comfortable about our chances of fighting them. But the fact that we got them, we got these guys turning up as... Oh no, hang on. Oh, they're here.
Ridiculous.
Right. Matthias, what's your chances? You've got a pretty decent garrison, if I'm honest. And of course, we do have the army nearby. Let's continue with the plan. We're going to ignore Hockland for the moment. Let's have you come down here now to protect Lashik now that Agatep is making his way over. Right. I mean, if they team up over here, then that's so be it. But the more that they're heading down, the weaker they're becoming. I'm quite happy with that arrangement. So you do that. Rakesh, I might as well get you ready to start going up to Spy Peak. Let me just bring you up to the border here first. Let's have a quick look. They're a crappy little goblin faction. Don't care much for goblins. So let's just double check on here. Apparently we're the most powerful faction in the game. Apparently. Huh. And you're 16. Right. Yeah. I think Rakesh can go after Spy Peak. Kalida's going to charge up. I think everyone's moved. Let's spend some more money. Alright, again, we're not upgrading any of these because I don't need to. Let's upgrade that though. Now that we've got the money. Skip through. Unassign points. Intes, let's just give you this. And we might as well start working our way down here at this point. Who else? Hackdom. You again, devastating charge. We'll finish you off now with that. Nope. Ayushas. Oh, this is my priest with Kalido, isn't it? I think. Let's give you Nero's Incantation. Let's go for something like that. Oh, you're with Nagatep. Huh. Hobie, this is the guy who's with Kalida. Right, let's go for evasion. Now, what do I want? Do I want the Purple Sun, or do I want the Fates? Let's go for Purple Sun, it's cheaper on magic. There we go. Kalida, what am I going to give you now? Let's give you another point here. And this time, let's give you Blade Master. There we go. Alright. We've got money to spend here in Blackwater. Let's go for that. 16! What? You're kidding? That costs 16 coins. Oh my god. Okay, let's grab that then. Jeez, I had no idea. Okay, let's grab defenses for here as well. And then, just to help out a bit, public order should be quite fine. Let's go for the extra growth and movement this turn. Okay, Martech. Yeah, sure, we can upgrade that. Who else we got to level up? Oh, Tutankhanut. Right. To be honest, let's work on giving you 2 points of elite cavalrymen. So this gives me extra weapon strength, missile damage, and speed, and then it will be able to have an even higher bonus next turn. So our skeleton horsemen are going to be fantastic when we actually get them into combat.
The goddess of vengeance
Right.
appeased.
Is there any rituals we can do with the spare cash? We could do this for the Casket of Souls. I do want to get my hands on one of these because I love the unit. It's one of my favourite ones, as I've said before. Let's... because we've got enemies coming. Let's summon a sandstorm. I like how you don't see much of it in the mountains, but as you make your way down here, you can start seeing it more and more across the map. But what this means is, over in places like the Sorcerers Islands, Techless has now taken attrition from the Sandstorms. So that should help things out a little bit. Now we've done all the rituals. Is there anything else we want to try and do? Maybe for items? What do we need for Van Braces? Oh, we need this. Could get regeneration. Vanguard deployments. What about any cool talismans? 20% against physical damage. That could work. 20% here plus armor. Plus 5 melee defense or plus extra armor. Destroy of Eternities. Blade of Morning Fire. That would be quite nice. Now, let's check that here. Yeah, let's try and get the Storm Riders of Kassar. I know they're a much better version of Nehekar and Horsemen, so having that available to put in an army straight away is going to be extremely useful. I could always feel tempted as well to stick it in Tutankhanut's force, because that will give us access to a very decent, top, high experienced unit, better than a usual unit of Nehekar troops. Do I fight? To be honest, I doubt my chances of winning in this fight. But we may as well fight it. We might as well give it a go. At least we can cause a few casualties among them, if nothing else. Yeah, let's give it a... Nah, let's not bother. There we go, we managed to secure quite a few. We killed off the eagle, at least. Oh, and you burnt it. That's surprising. But hey, we've now weakened them. So not only have we weakened them, but now they can't get replenishment. So it means we could send Arkan's forces down there to fight them. To defeat the survivors. This has got some potential now. It is admittedly a kick in the teeth having a fully upgraded settlement like the Sorcerers Islands defeated. But let's just say I respect the High Elves' combat abilities to not necessarily want to jump to fight them with my forces unless we're in a position where the balance is more in my favour, shall we say. Ugh. Although I did notice the Greenskins now are quite weak. It does give me the opportunity to head all the way up towards Karazakarak. Like I said, once we get up here to the Border Princes and where the Dwarves are, I am just going to give them back, I'm just going to head back down. We do have the region trade in. So in theory, we could give the Dwarves, for example, all their provinces upwards. Or something like that. But as long as we get the territories that I need. And I'm sorry to say, but they're not getting their capital back, because we need it. Servants of Chaos. Alright, so the Chaos is still around. Now, I have been warned as well that they wouldn't surprise me if they actually turn up on our coast at some point. So we will have to keep an eye on this. Oh, that apparently was a valiant defeat. Batonia, Lafia, no military... Oh, for God's... Right. Can we make our way over here now to kick the butt of Techless, please? Right. Agatep, let's send you off to fight these guys.
Certainly not.
As long as they take their time coming over, I feel pretty comfortable about my chances of fighting these. And now they've been weakened. But, especially Techless. It's going to be a heck of a battle between the two of them, isn't it? Right, let's declare war on you. Right. That'll be Spy Peak now belonging to me. Thank you very much. Alright, occupy. Right. What do we have here? This can go, but we'll keep that for the movement. Okay. Khalida. Well, actually, let's get... You head over towards the Crooked Fang Fort. Okay, again, nice and easy. We'll take that. Thank you. Right, you can make your way over towards Drimgoraxas. Rakaz. Okay, that's fine. Alright, what do we get here? Yep, quite happy with those options. Yeah, that will work. Alright, let's upgrade this. Can upgrade this as well. Okay, how are we doing back down here again? 3 turns. Just a few more turns to go, and then we'll be able to get our hands on War Sphinxes. Oh, that's going to be a lovely thing to experience. Alright, let's upgrade that. Okay, unassigned points. Ramatep. I haven't had much from you in a while. Right, what we're going to give you? I'm tempted to actually start going for these. Let's go for at least some... What do I want more? Well, we're going to go for a War Sphinx. Let's get a Hero Titan. I haven't used one of those in ages. Don't forget, have I actually ever used one? I'm pretty sure I have. Like I've said before, I'm sure that one of the factions starts off with one. But I could be wrong. Right. Let's upgrade these two. So both my archers, my spearmen, and my cavalry are now fighting full strength. We've got all of these as well. So something we could focus on next is maybe go for either continue as personal ones for full plate armor over my dead body for speed. It's these ones. Ambush. That could come in handy, given how much we've been fighting so far. Especially extra 15%. I could live with that. Conqueror for the extra melee attack. Handy for when we get into combat. Those, not really that useful. This, though, can do. And what do you have in the army again? You've got a unit of these. We'll think about it. And speaking of thinking about it, let's swap out you now. Chosen of the guards, you shafty with great bows. Let's get the Storm Riders. There we go. Right. Golden Tower, that can be upgraded. End the turn. Right. So the episode's gone on a little bit longer today because I didn't realise until a few minutes in that I actually didn't start my stopwatch. So we're going to have a slightly longer episode today, but that's fine. I'm sure you guys don't mind. I know we didn't have any battles this episode, but as you guys know, I don't like fighting battles when they're easy. And with the exception of maybe going up against the Order of Lore Masters, which in hindsight, maybe I should have fought that battle. But since we were coming quite close to the end, I didn't really want to extend too much. But I'll definitely try and sort one out for next episode. But what we're going to do next? Well, I think Agatep is going to have to finish off that Hochland army. Hopefully that will persuade them not to continue the fight against us, and we'll be able to secure peace with them. Likewise with the Order of Lore Masters, we need to at least defeat Techless and his army. If we can do that, that might persuade them to get peace without us having to fight the other army. So that's the plan for them. Up in the north then, we'll continue our war against the Crooked Moon Rebels now, as well as the Greenskins. We did see that they were building an army now at Valia's Sorrow, so something for us to keep an eye on. But hopefully in the next episode as well, we'll be able to start upgrading Numas at least to the tier 5 settlement. So it shouldn't be too long then until we get our hands on the higher tier constructs, which will be a great addition to the armies. Now, that's actually, yeah, I don't mind not fighting you. You can do your own thing. You can go off and fight Kenwi, as far as I'm concerned. You can do that, no problem. But that is the end of today's episode. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you join me next time for more Warhammer. But until then, everyone, take care. And goodbye for now.